Our subsequent news bulletin. Now, the Vatican, Catholic faithfuls and people around the world are in mourning following the passing of Pope Francis today, who has died at the age of 88. Now, as the 266th leader of the Roman Catholic Church, he touched millions of lives with his humility, compassion and reformist vision. We take an in-depth look at his life and legacy. Our reporter, Finical Watch, traces his journey from humble beginnings to the helm of the Vatican and the profound impact he leaves behind.
Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio, was born on December 17, 1936 in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Born to Italian immigrants Mario Jose and Regina Maria, he initially trained as a chemist before joining the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits, at age 21. Ordained in 1969, he became known for his humility and dedication to social justice. By the year 1998, he was appointed Archbishop of Buenos Aires, Argentina, choosing to live in a modest apartment and use public transport instead of the church's official vehicles. Then, in 2013, history was made. Following the resignation of Pope Benedict XVI, Pope Francis was elected as the first Jesuit Pope, the first from the Americas, and the first from the Southern Hemisphere. He took the name Francis in honor of Saint Francis of Assisi, a symbol of humility and care for the poor. From the beginning, Pope Francis set a new tone for the Catholic Church. He rejected the lavish apostolic palace, emphasizing humility and a message of inclusion, mercy and compassion. In 2015, he made history again by issuing Laudato Si, which means praise be. His landmark call for urgent action on climate change. A staunch advocate for the poor, refugees, and interfaith dialogue, he earned both admiration and criticism for his progressive stance. He also championed reforms within the church, tackling corruption and confronting the global scandal of clergy sexual abuse. His approach was one of accountability, though challenges remained. In December 2023, Pope Francis authorized blessings for same-sex individuals.
This is not right. People with homosexual tendencies are children of God. Condemning a person like that is a sin. Criminalizing people of homosexual tendencies is an injustice.
A move that sparked both support and fierce criticism worldwide.
Kenyan bishops are now the latest to oppose the decision to bless such unions. Nairobi Archbishop Philip Anyolo, through a letter, has directed all clergy residing and ministering in Nairobi not to bless same-sex couples or any irregular unions and relationships.
The Vatican, however, later clarified that this was not an endorsement of same-sex marriage, but rather blessings for individuals in such marriages, but not blessing for such unions.
Pope of the Holy See!
Pope Francis was also the first pope to address a joint session of the U.S. Congress in 2015.
I am most grateful for your invitation to address this joint session of Congress,
where he made a passionate call for the global abolition of the death penalty. In November 2015, he became the second pope to visit Kenya after John Paul II, marking his first trip to Africa. During his stay, he met President Uhuru Kenyatta, engaged with the clergy, led an open-air mass at the University of Nairobi, and visited Kangemi slums. But as his mission continued, so did concerns about his health. In recent years, Pope Francis suffered from chronic knee pain, often relying on a wheelchair. More recently, his condition deteriorated. Doctors closely monitored his health as he battled pneumonia and kidney complications. Unlike his predecessor, Pope Benedict XVI, who stepped down due to health reasons, Pope Francis maintained commitment to his duties until his final breath. Even in declining health, he continued his mission. In his final address for Lent, he urged Catholics worldwide to embrace faith, service, and unity. His resilience in the face of illness was a testament to his unwavering commitment. His passing marks the closing chapter of his papacy, leaving behind a lasting legacy of faith and reform. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Phoenix Oluoch, KTN.
And we continue with the developing story that is on this Easter holiday. The world continues to mourn the passing of a spiritual giant. Now, Pope Francis, the 266th pontiff of the Roman Catholic Church, who died at the age of 88. Pope Francis died on Easter Monday at his residence in the Vatican's Casa Santa Marta. In Buenos Aires, Argentina, Pope Francis became the first Jesuit Pope, the first from the Americas, and a tireless advocate for the poor, the marginalized, and the environment. But on Easter Monday, the Pope rested at the age of 88. A day before his passing, Pope Francis led what will be his final Easter Mass at St. Peter's Basilica. Frail but determined, he delivered a homily centered on peace and humility.
Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sancti.
For many, it was a farewell without knowing. His voice may have trembled, but his message rang clear: faith, hope, and unity in a fractured world.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buona Pasqua.
During his visit to Kenya, a land he called a wellspring of joy, resilience, and faith, he walked among the poor, listened to their stories, and offered blessings not from a distant pulpit, but eye to eye. From Rome to Nairobi, from Buenos Aires to Manila, the faithful remember a man who preached with his life. Pope Francis is gone, but his light endures.
Wewe na wacha Mungu wako